Today we're going to be discussing how to split up a quarter note and make eighth notes and 16th notes. So you see we start off with a fundamental beat of a quarter note. If we split that in half, we will get two smaller pieces, and those smaller pieces are called eighth notes. They look very similar to quarter notes with the dot in the stem, but they have a flag on the top connecting. Notice how it's only one line connecting the top of the stems, and I get two separate, smaller, short beats. What I'll do is I'll separate the eighth note even further to get two even smaller beats. What I get are two 16th beats right here. Notice how this has two flags on the top, and that's how you tell the difference between 16th notes and eighth notes. The more flags there are, the shorter the beats are going to be. So what I'll do is I'll split the first eighth note into 16ths as well. And what you will see is that we will get four 16th notes with two flags on top. Notice how it still takes the same duration of time as a quarter beat, but now I have four smaller separate pieces. Let's take a look at this with two quarter notes, and one will be used as a reference and the other one will be split up. First quarter note will remain the same, and the second one we are going to divide into two eighth notes so you can hear what they sound like. If I get a quarter note and I divide it into two separate pieces, they will sound shorter and it will sound like ta, 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 or 1, 2, and. I have one flag on top to let me know that they are eighth notes. I will split the eighth notes into two more smaller pieces to get four smaller pieces of a quarter note. What I get is ta, 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 or 1, 2, and a. Four separate smaller pieces of one quarter beat. Ta, 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 ta. I can do something creative and combine the first two 16th notes to make one eighth note. What I get is ta, 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 or 1, 2, and a. Bread, blueberry. Now let's talk about the way eighth notes and 16th notes can be seen in music with different separations and stem markings. So I have one quarter beat here. If I divide it in half, I get two eighth beats, which will look like this. These are two eighth beats where the flags are not connected. They are still the same. So let's combine the flags so that the flags are being held at the top of the stems. This is probably what you're going to be seeing more common, but they mean exactly the same thing. Sometimes you will see the notes upside down like this. It's still two eighth beats. What we'll do is combine the flags together, and we still have two eighth beats. Same notes, but drawn in different ways. Let's take a look at another example. These are quarter notes where the stems are flipped in different directions. They are still quarter notes, and they still mean the same notes. Sometimes I will see the same with eighth beats, where the stems are on different directions and the flags are also in different directions. Sometimes I will see eighth notes where the stem is pointing down and the flag is on the bottom. You will also see the same where the stem is on top and the flag is on top as well. Let's see how we can combine different notes and still make the same beats. I have four eighth beats, which is going to be the same as four eighth beats, but divided into two. They look different, but they are still the same. Here, I change the combinations of the flags, but as long as they have flags on top, they are still eighth notes. Let's take a look at another example. Here I have four 16th notes. They have two flags on top to let you know that they are 16th notes and not eighth notes. If I have only one flag on top, they are not the same. 16th notes are shorter than eighth notes, and you can tell by the flags on top. Let's look at another example. What I have here are four quarter beats, 1, 2, 3, and 4. what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out a bar to let you know what all the beats are going to look like if you were to hear them. I have one beat here, another beat here, another beat, and another beat here. 4 separate quarter beats. So let's separate them now, and we will split those quarter beats up into 8th notes and 16th note combinations. I'll take the first quarter note and turn that into 2 shorter beats. I have 2 8th notes with 1 flag on top. Notice how they are 2 shorter notes. I will take the last one and split it up into 16th notes, which will be 4 pieces of a quarter note. You will see that there are 4 notes now, and I will have 2 flags on top to let me know that they are 16th notes. Let's do something special with the next 2 beats. On the third beat, I'm going to split it in half, but I'm going to take the last half and split it into another half. What do I get? 1 8th beat and 2 16th beats. I get ta ta ta, or blueberry. I will do the reverse here. So I split it in half. In the first beat, I'm going to split it in half again. So I get 2 16th beats and 1 8th beat. Ta ta ta. What I'll get is ta 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 ta. What I have here is a quarter beat. If I split it in half, what do I get? Well, I'll get 2 8th beats. They're connected by a flag on top. If I combine them, I will get 1 line on top. If I split the next one, I will have to add another flag to let me know that they are now 16th beats. Ta ta ta. If I have 2 8th beats, they equal 1 quarter beat. If I have 4 8th beats, they equal 2 quarter beats. If I have 2 16th beats, I make 1 8th beat. Notice how the 16th beat has 2 flags and the 8th beat only has 1. If I have 4 16th beats, I get 2 8th beats, or 1 quarter beat. Congratulations, now you know 8th notes and 16th notes.